Welcome back to Reported Speech Class 2. In this class, I am going to discuss with you the exceptions in the statements along with interrogative model, imperative model and exclamatory model. There are 5 sentences on the board. Once if you observe these 5 sentences, you can get complete clarity in assertive model. Once after you get the complete clarity in assertive model, we will move on to the other 3 models. You see on the board, first sentence, Ramu said. In my previous class, I mentioned direct speech has 2 parts. Can anyone answer what are those 2 parts? Good. One is reporting verb, the other one is reported speech. When the reporting verb is in simple past or in past tense, remember reporting verb is in past tense, reported speech will change into its corresponding past. In second sentence, he said, reporting verb is in simple past again. Try to see when reported speech expresses universal truths, scientific truths, idioms, proverbs or sayings. Though the reporting verb is in past tense, we do not change the tense of reported speech. The reporting verb like Ramu said remains said because the given sentence is a statement. When we remove comma and quotations, what is the conjunction that we are supposed to write? Yes, good, that. And then the next change is change of personal pronoun. I is a first person, so whenever the subject of reported speech is a first person, we need to change it based on the subject of the reporting verb. What is the subject of reporting verb? Ramu. So I will change into Ramu or he, and next change is tense. What is the past tense of am? Was. Going to whose house? His house. So Ramu was going to his home, now becomes then. So this is the answer. When reporting verb is in past tense, reported speech will change into its corresponding past. Remember, when reported speech again expresses universal truths, scientific truths, proverbs and sayings, though the reporting verb is in past tense, it will not change. Be careful. Now let us see the next sentence. He said. He said. When we remove comma and quotations, the conjunction that is to be used as the given reported speech is statement. As the given reported speech is statement. What is the reported speech? The reported speech expresses universal truth. The reported speech expresses universal truth. Whenever the reported speech expresses universal truth, we need not change it. We have to write it as it is. So the earth moves around the sun. We are not changing the tense, my dear students, remember. Let us see the third sentence. They said, a bad carpenter quarrels with his tools. What is the reported speech here? The reported speech expresses a proverb. The reported speech expresses a proverb. When reported speech expresses proverbs, we do not change the tense. We have to write it as it is. So now they said, answer along with me. They said, when we remove comma and quotations, we have to write that, and then the rest of the sentence will be copied as it is. The carpenter quarrels with his tools. There is no change. So my dear students, this is the first exception. Now let us understand what is the second exception. The second exception is if you find reporting verb is in present or future tense, reported speech tense will not change. How? Let us see now. Swati says, when we remove comma and quotations, what are we supposed to write? The conjunction that, very good, and then I has to be changed. What is the I here? First person singular. First person singular or first person subjects in reported speech will change according to the number and gender of the subject of reporting verb. What is the subject of reporting verb here? Swati. So I can write Swati, or I can write she likes. She likes, as it is in the simple present tense, she likes sweets. This is answer. Don't write she liked sweets. Don't write she liked sweets, as the reporting verb is in present tense. And now let us see the second sentence. What is the second sentence? Hemant will say. What is the tense of reporting verb? The tense of reporting verb is simple future. So when the reporting verb is in present or future, you do not change the tense of reported speech. So now what would be the answer? Can anyone answer? Right. Hemant. Come on, say. Hemant will say. What is the conjunction? That will say that. What is the subject here? I. I generally changes according to the subject of reporting verb. What is the subject of reporting verb? The subject of reporting verb is Hemant. So I can write Hemant, or I can write even pronoun. So learnt. Learnt is simple past tense. Actually, as for the general rules, simple past has to be changed into past perfect. But here we are not going to change the tense. Why? Because the reporting verb is in future tense. When the reporting verb is in present or future, you do not change the tense of reported speech. Hence I am writing again learnt as tease. Learnt English. Shall we learn how to change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech in interrogative? Before I explain how to convert a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech in interrogative, I wanted to ask you a question. How many questions do we have? Yes, how many? Of course, there are two questions. What are they? Good, verbal questions, and the second one is WH questions. Very good. So, how to change verbal question, how to change WH question in interrogative, now we are going to learn. So, let us see the sentences. Do you live in Delhi? What was the first statement I told you before you start converting a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech? We should know the model of the sentence. Am I correct? So the model of the sentence has to be identified. How do you know the model of the sentence? Very good. By depending on reported speech. So what is the reported speech given here? Good. It is an interrogative sentence. Once after you confirming that it is an interrogative sentence, what is the second step that you are supposed to do? What type of interrogative is it? What type of interrogative is it? It is a verbal question. So now you confirmed it is a verbal question in interrogative. Once after you confirming, what is the next step that we are supposed to do? Change of reporting verb. Very good. So change of reporting verb. How do we find the change of reporting verb in interrogative? If said or sedative is given, they will be changed into asked, inquired or questioned. Very nice. So asked, inquired, questioned. So now let me take the word. So she asked me. Now I am supposed to write the suitable conjunction after removing the quotations. What is the suitable conjunction? In verbal question, the suitable conjunctions are if or whether. So let me take if. We can write if or whether. Once after writing the suitable conjunction, be careful, you have to write the subject of the reported speech. Subject of the reported speech. What is the subject of reported speech? You. It is second person. When second person is given as the subject of reported speech, we have to depend on the object of reporting verb. Object of reporting verb. What is the object of reporting verb? Me. So what is the subject form of me? I. So if I can use if I, then what is the tense of leave? The leave tense is present tense. So present tenses will change into past tenses. So now it is simple present tense, I need to write simple past tense, means second form of the verb leave. What is the second form of the verb leave? The second form of the verb leave is lived. So if I lived in Delhi, this is the correct answer. So we do not again take the question because we converted the question into a statement. Now let us see the second sentence. My sister said, can you help me? Can you tell me what is the model of the sentence? Interrogative, very good. In interrogative, what is the model? Verbal question, very nice. So when it is a verbal question and interrogative, in interrogative, so said or said to be changed as asked, inquired, questioned. Let me use my sister asked. My sister asked. Shall I remove comma and quotations? Yes. What is the conjunction do I need to use? The conjunction do I need to use is either if or whether. So I take if or whether. If or whether can be used as a conjunction. Once after writing the conjunction, what I am supposed to do? I need to take the subject of reported speech. What is the subject of reported speech here? Second person. Whenever second person is given, you need to depend always on the object of reporting verb. What is the object of reporting verb? My sister said there is no object. When there is no object, imagine that there is an object, me. Then you write whether my sister asked if or whether I can become could. What is the past form of can? Could help. What is the me? Me is the first person. Whenever first person is seen in the reported speech, you need to change it only based on the subject of reporting verb. What is the subject of reporting verb? My sister. My sister is a female. My sister is the female. So that you have to use only female pronoun, that is her. Full stop. Shall we see how to change a sentence from direct to indirect in WH model? Very good. Where is she? Is it an interrogative or not? Yes, interrogative. In interrogative, verbal question or WH question? It's a WH question. When it is a WH question, the only difference between verbal question and the WH question is conjunction. Remember this. The only difference between verbal question and WH question is conjunction. In verbal question, the conjunctions were if or whether, but whereas in WH question, whatever the WH word is used in direct speech, the same WH word is to be used in indirect speech. That is only the difference. What are you doing? Said the teacher. Is it an interrogative or assertive? Interrogative. Verbal question or WH question? WH question. Very good. Where once after confirming it is an interrogative and WH question, then we have to start converting the sentence. So the teacher said or said to in interrogative. How do we change? Asked, come on, inquired, question. Very good. The teacher asked. The teacher asked. Once after writing the reporting verb, what are you supposed to do? You need to take suitable conjunction. What is the suitable conjunction? As it is an interrogative sentence with the WH question, same WH word you need to take as the conjunction. So it is what. What has been taken as it is. We are not going to change it. Once after writing the conjunction, we have to take the subject of reported speech. What is the subject of reported speech here? The subject of reported speech is second person. When second person is used as a subject of reported speech, what are we supposed to do? We need to depend on the object of reporting verb. Is there any object of reporting verb? No. When there is no object of reporting verb, just imagine that there is a me. The teacher asked what I was doing, because is or am, past tense, present tenses, the past form of is or am or was verb. As the subject is singular, I am taking was. So the teacher asked what I was doing. That's it. This is the answer. Let us see the next sentence. How is your mother? Said the doctor. What is the model of the sentence? The model of the sentence is interrogative. In interrogative, what is the model of the sentence again? WH question. Once after you confirm interrogative model of the sentence and what kind of question is this, then you start converting the sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. Now the doctor asked or inquired. I can use asked, inquired, questioned. So the doctor asked. What did he ask? Then I need to write the suitable conjunction. What is a suitable conjunction? In interrogative, especially with the WH questions, the same WH word. What is the WH word used here? How. You take how as it is. Once after writing the suitable conjunction, you have to be careful by taking the subject of reported speech. What is the subject of reported speech? Your. Your is a second person. So second person will be changed according to the number and gender of object of reporting verb. As there is no object, you imagine that the doctor said it to me. So me, as it is a possessive case, you write my mother. My mother is the subject. Once after writing the subject my mother, then you have to write the verb. What is the past form of is? The past form of is was. Shall we know how to change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech in imperative model? Then see on the board. Please help me, said my teacher. There are two parts. I am always reminding to you. There are two parts in direct speech. They are reporting verb part and reported speech part. If you want to know the model of the sentence, we need to depend only on the reported speech. Please help me. What kind of sentence is it? It is an imperative sentence. In imperative sentence, once after confirming the model of the sentence, then only you start converting the sentence. Yes, I confirm that it is an imperative sentence. Then imperative sentence, whenever you find, how do we change? Reporting verb. The reporting verb will be changed into asked, commanded, ordered, requested, advised, suggested, wished, etc. So I can take any one of these words in the place of said while converting a sentence from DS to IDS. So now what is the subject here? My sister. I start my sentence with my sister. My sister. As there is a word please, you carry the same tone even in the indirect speech. When you want to carry the same tone into the indirect speech, you have to use only requested. My sister requested. My sister requested. For what did she request you? Here, only in imperative, when we connect two sentences, we use 2 plus infinite. 2 plus infinite means 2 infinite. Infinite is nothing but first form of the verb. 2 plus first form of the verb. What is the first form of the verb here? Help. Then you take help. My sister is a feminine gender. It's a feminine gender or it's a female. So I use instead me, we have to use her because it is in the object form. Next sentence. Don't make mess, said the teacher. Don't make a mess. Don't is a negative tone. It's a negative tone or it's a negative sentence. Whenever a negative sentence or a negative tone is used in imperative sentence, especially in the direct speech, while you are converting into indirect speech, you need to carry the same tone. You need to carry the same tone even into indirect speech. So, to carry the same tone, what are we supposed to do? In the place of do not, generally we take not. I'll show you how. The teacher said, so you know that it is an imperative sentence. In imperative sentence, said or said to. Yes, of course, asked, commanded, ordered. The teacher asked, let me say, or the teacher advised, or the teacher suggested, or the teacher asked. The teacher suggested. Suggested for what? The teacher suggested for what? Not to, not. I am taking not because the direct speech is in negative tone. As the direct speech is with a negative tone, same negative tone is to be carried. To carry the same negative tone, instead of taking do not, I am taking not. Once after writing not, you write the to, and then what is the first form of the verb given in the direct speech? Make. You write the same sentence, not to make ms. Not to make ms. Full stop. Let us now learn how to change exclamatory sentences. So, how do we know whether the given sentence is exclamatory or not? Exclamatory sentences generally have a word which expresses the exclamation, like hooray, alas, bravo, ho, what a, how old. So, you find such exclamatory words in exclamatory sentence. Apart from the words, even you find an exclamatory mark even. You will find even an exclamatory mark. So, when we see the exclamatory mark, at the same time when we find the words like hooray, alas, bravo, with this we can easily understand and identify the given sentence is an exclamatory modal. So, then how to change a sentence from direct to indirect in exclamatory modal? As it was clearly explained in the previous class, in exclamatory sentence, once after you confirm the given sentence is exclamatory, then you have to rewrite the sentence by replacing said or said to with exclaimed with wonder, exclaimed with sorrow, exclaimed with joy. As hooray is a happy word, I generally take exclaimed with joy. So, the boy, shall I take said into indirect speech? No, very good. Why? As it is an exclamatory sentence, whenever there is an exclamatory sentence, said or said to generally need to be changed, exclaimed with joy, wonder, sorrow. So, as it is a happy word, let me take the boy exclaimed. The boy exclaimed with what? Exclaimed with happy or joy. Exclaimed with joy. Then once after writing the reporting verb, once after converting the reporting verb, then what I am supposed to do? I need to write suitable conjunction. What is the suitable conjunction in exclamatory sentence? The suitable conjunction in exclamatory sentence is that. Then there might be a doubt. Then what about the word hooray? We do not carry or we do not rewrite all the exclamatory words of direct speech into indirect speech. The reason is the summary or the meaning of or the tone of hooray is already taken into exclaimed. The meaning or the tone of hooray or exclamatory words is already taken into exclaimed. Henceforth, we do not take again the exclamatory word into indirect speech. Remember this. Once after writing that, you can see we have won the match. It is very clearly evident that the rest of the sentence, the remained sentence is a statement. The remained statement is a statement. So that we use that as a conjunction again. So we is which person? First person plural. When first person plural is given, we need to depend on what? we need to depend on subject. The subject is singular, but here the subject is used plural. Hence we have to write the plural form of third person. What is the plural form of third person? They. So that they have won. Have is a present form. What is the past tense of have? Had. That they had won the match. That they had won the match. Full stop. No quotations, no exclamatory mark. Second sentence. The old man said, alas, I lost my purse. What is the modal of the sentence? The modal of the sentence is exclamatory. How do you know? Because alas is used. At the same time, we find exclamatory mark here. So once after you confirm that that is an exclamatory sentence, then start changing reporting verb. Then start changing reporting verb. So the reporting verb has to be changed. Exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with sorrow. Alas generally expresses the sorrow. Alas generally expresses the sorrow. Hence I take the word sorrow with exclaim. So the old man, repeat the answer. The old man exclaimed what? The old man exclaimed with sorrow. Very good. The old man exclaimed with sorrow. Right, very good. Once after writing exclaimed with sorrow, shall we take alas into indirect speech? No? Very good. Why? Because the tone of alas is already taken into exclaimed with sorrow. The tone of alas is already taken into exclaimed with sorrow. That is the reason why we do not repeat the exclamatory words into indirect speech. I lost my purse. Who lost? I refers to whom? The old man. The old man. The old man is which person? Third person. So third person pronoun is he. So I generally changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. The subject of the reporting verb is third person singular. Hence I am writing he. Last. Which form last? V2 form. V2 refers to which tense? Simple past tense. So all simple past tenses will change into past perfect. So what is the past perfect form? Had plus V3. Had lost. Whose purse? My purse. My refers to whom? Old man. What is the placement of my possessive case? So we have to use his purse. His purse. Full stop.